Hi, everybody. Let me light my little candle. I have a candle here. I always like to have something witchy going on. So this is a tea light candle, obviously, and it's not scented or anything, but I did put a little bit of oil. I put good luck oil and psychic ability oil. I was hoping that the two energies would kind of dance with each other and bring about good shit. Okay. All right, it just went out. I lit it and then it just went out. Okay, I'm unraveling. Um, what's up, Anita? Hello, hi, Jojo. I'm doing pretty good. Um, I had a interesting night last night. You probably want to hear all about it. Um, I got into a blackout because I drank too much, and this morning I had an idea, which was I don't know who I become in a blackout. I do very weird, unusual things. I will cook unusual things. It's really not me, and I have no recollection of what happened. But I think his name is Marcus. Yeah, that's what I decided his name is going to be. The person I become in a blackout, that is not me. It is, in fact, Marcus. Has Kay been thinking about me and missing me? Let me see. So this is for JoJo. Okay. Has Kay been thinking about me and missing me? Ooh, yeah. Jojo, I think this person really likes you, and you're clearly there's distance between the two of you now because if you asked me if this person is missing you, and I think this person does miss you because what I'm seeing is a lot of really good energy. So you know, I mean, I don't know. I think that you should call this person and I mean, why not have a connection? You know, because I think there's a lot of potential here for this to be something very nice. Whether it's, I don't know if you're talking about romance or just friendship. Either way, there's a lot of good energy here, and it's worth calling. You should call Kay. You know, have a conversation. Go get coffee. Okay, Jasmine, what's up? How does my cousin Emily see me? How does my cousin Emily see me? Is call her right chose today. Okay. Jasmine, so you wanna know how Emily sees you. Um, let me see. How does Emily see Jasmine? Emily's thoughts. What's the vibe? What is going on here? What is going on here? What is going on here? Okay. Bada bing. Bada boom. And bada bop. Well, Jasmine, um, I think that um, I mean, I think that with Emily, there's always going to be trouble, and because the vibe I'm getting from looking at these cards is that there's some kind of negativity or trouble here. Not all negative, but I feel like with Emily, you're always going to have to sort of take the good with the bad, and you have to make the decision that if that's something that you want to deal with, go ahead. But anyway, okay, moving on. What's up, Shirley? Hi, will C parents bring her back for a riding lesson next week? Okay, let me see. Oh, Shirley, have you started the therapy thing yet? The horse therapy? Or I don't know what you would call that, but you should really do that. I bet you would make great money. That is so something that people would want to do. Absolutely. That's genius. Okay. Okay. Okay, so this question is for, or this answer is for Shirley. You want to know if they'll bring her back for another lesson. Okay. I mean, let me think. Well, I mean, I don't know. I don't, Shirley, I don't think so. Because based on your question and looking at these cards, I think that the outcome is going to be some disappointment. But is that like was oh, what are you saying? I feel like the person you're talking about, um, was this their first time working with you? Because I feel like this is something new. I don't know. I don't know. There's something there. But anyway, I don't think so. But it's not the end of the world. You'll have plenty of money and success. Okay. So Jibusen wants to know what's coming in April. Let me see. Okay. I had pizza last night, and I vaguely remember eating it, but I'm pretty sure I liked it. I had pepperoni pizza from a box. Oh, by the way, yesterday was a fucked up day for me. So fucked up. Okay, it was a hard day for me, but um, so G. Busen, I mean, I can't really sit here and tell you insanely specific things. But all I can say is I feel like April is going to be a month where you have an awful lot to do. And I'm not even just talking about work. I mean, maybe that's part of it, but I feel like your April is going to be a month where you have, it seems more than usual, a higher than usual number of tasks that you have to do, and and like um obligations and things that you have to do in life. Um, but don't be overwhelmed by anything and don't overthink it. It's just part of life, you know, it's whatever. And I'm sure a lot of good is actually going to come out of these things that you have to do. Okay. Moving on. Well, Shirley, yesterday I thought I was starting work at 7 in the morning, so I took a cab to work just to realize that I'm actually not starting until 10. And I knew that, but I just forgot it. So I didn't want to stay there for 3 hours until my shift started. So I took a cab back home. And then I took a cab when 10 o'clock came around. I took a cab back to work and I had to take a cab home. Like, I made no money yesterday because I literally spent all my money on transportation. Frustrating. And I didn't have a good day yesterday. I was like half drunk at work. I mean, that's kind of an exaggeration. I had like 2 cocktails before I went to work, which don't fucking judge me because I thought I was starting at 7 and I only had 1 drink at the time. I had 1 drink. I think having 1 single drink before work is not it's nothing. It's not going to like get you drunk or make you tired or anything. But then after I realized I showed up 3 hours early, I was so fucking angry and I had another drink. And then not that I was like drunk at work, but I was just kind of tired and feeling a little miserable. I mean, I functioned just fine, but it was frustrating. Okay, anyway, let me get back to answering questions. Up next is, I'm so upset my touch screen on my computer doesn't work anymore. I have to use the mouse thing. Okay, Flower Beauty, what's up? How will my date with A go tomorrow? Okay, let me see. How's this date gonna go? Hopefully it's good. Come on, give me a good message. I want good news. Make me happy. Come on. Good message, good message. Good message, good message. Good message. Uno. Dose. And let me see. Something. Trace. Well, Flower Beauty, I hope I'm wrong about this, but I feel like you're really not going to be too impressed with this person. I think I just see you kind of being disappointed. Um, and I think, you know, because you want someone who, you know, who can recognize that you're actually a very smart woman. And you know, I just feel like whoever this person is that you're going to go on a date with, it's going to be someone that sort of talks to you as if you're a moron, kind of stating obvious things and like as if like you're in your head you're going to be thinking like, yeah, as if I didn't know that, like, you know what I mean, stuff like that. And honestly, he's going to mention to you things that are just going to put a bad taste in your mouth, like the example that I'm thinking of in my head is like a grown man who plays video games, and which I'm sorry, but I do kind of judge that. And which I know is wrong. That's wrong because video games are for everybody, and I'm sure they're actually a lot of fun. I just have a thing about that. But I don't know, there's something that he does that's going to make you think he's kind of a man child. But anyway, moving on. But I hope I'm wrong. I hope you actually have a wonderful date and it's Mr. Right. Um, no, Jasmine, I really never get hangovers. I don't know why. I used to. Um, I don't need more. Let me see. Who's up next? Okay, Ashiana, are you still here? Ashiana, and then after Ashiana, okay, let me see if she's still here. Yeah, she's still here. So, let me see. Ashiana wants just like a message from the universe. Okay, I like answering those questions. Those are fun. Okay, let's see. I'll pull 3 cards for this. Um, So, Ashiana, I feel like the message for you is that you maybe wish that your life was a little different, or you think that um, by now your thought is that by now you should have more than what you have, but you could have a lot more, but you do have to put in energy into it, and you have to be willing to do that. And but you're a very smart person, and I feel like um, you're very intelligent, and you're going to make all of it happen. Um, and you know, you're on a journey. And let me pull one more card from this deck because it's like a block here. Okay. Like this one. Well, I think Ashiana, I think and a problem that you have, I don't know if I'm right, but I feel like a problem that you have is that you do want a much better life, but you keep telling yourself that it's inaccessible to you. You literally think that it's you're just never going to have it because it's closed off to you. But you're just like anybody else in the world, and if you try hard enough, you can get a better life. And but I do feel like you're going to have to sacrifice some things. And but don't ever tell yourself that you know this isn't the book 1984, and there's not like the in group and the out group. There's just people, and you can make really great things happen for yourself. It is accessible to you. Okay, here's your reading. Lala. I think Lala is up next. Let me see. Oh, did I skip Sabby? No. Oh, I did skip the. Yeah. Okay, so Sabby asked a question. Sorry, Sabby, I didn't see it. Sabrina, what is Raid's current intentions towards me. Okay, let me see. Okay, you want to know about this person's intentions. I'll get a feel for like their vibe. I love reading tarot cards. I just love this world. Who else in here just loves this world? Put your hands up. Okay. Ooh, good. Well, I think that there's definitely love here. So Sabrina, I think this person really likes you and has very good intentions. But something that's interesting here is that this is romantic, right? Because I'm getting romantic energy here. But I mean, I could be wrong about that, but I will say that the main thing I want to say is that his intention is to win you over because I feel like he's in competition with somebody else. Am I right? That's what this card's telling me. So there's something there about that. Anyway. Okay. Up next is Lala. Are you still here? And Empty Soul, are you here? You two are up next. Okay. Lala is still here, and let me see. I can't believe this touch screen doesn't work anymore. Yeah, whatever. How is hubby feeling about the relationship? Well, I hope I give you a good answer. Jesus. Okay. Sorry, I was just... I'm not laughing at you. I just thought of something really fucked up and funny. Okay. How is hubby feeling about the relationship? This one. Okay, well... I mean, Lala, you might have mentioned this already, but you've been with him for a long time, right? Like this is, and I'm obviously you mean your husband, but I feel like this has been a really long relationship. And but the way the cards are looking, it seems like I'm getting this sense of being dissatisfied and I mean, I don't know. A bit of a miserable kind of energy. And so I do feel like there's issues here. And I think that you have genuinely been making attempts to make things better, and still nothing is being reciprocated, and you're not getting that love back. Am I right? That's what this card's telling me. Anyway, and these are all the cards I got. Doesn't look too good. Okay. Right. Okay, Empty Soul. Hey, Marco. I'm getting dreams about my ex-girlfriend as she is in trouble. I'm trying to forget her, but these dreams make me sick. Is she really in trouble or she really needs my support? Okay, so you want to tap in to just kind of get a sense for how she's doing overall in life. Well, I mean, well, empty soul. I feel like she is probably in some kind of trouble. I see a lot of things in her life changing. A lot of things changing and also changing pretty quickly. Um, I feel like there is trouble here. I can't say exactly what. I mean, maybe just because of my own past and looking at these cards, it seems like she's in a bad way mentally. Like maybe she's losing her mind a little bit. Um, although I assume I don't know if that's coming from. I don't know where that's coming from, but I do think that there's definitely a problem here. Um, I really can't say exactly what, but I mean, yeah, if you're you say but I don't know what to tell you because you're saying that you're trying to forget about her. Um, you're trying to forget about her, and the kind of sense I get from the cards is that she probably is in some trouble, and maybe some support would be great. But if you're trying so hard to forget about her, you know, I mean, this sounds shitty to say, but you kind of have to make the choice like, am I going to like be of service to her even though we're not going to be together and sacrifice my own time and sanity and happiness to make her happy? Like, I mean, you can make that choice, but maybe once in a while reach out to her just so she has someone to talk to. Be the voice of reason for her. Okay. Up next is I think it's Brenda. Yeah, sorry, I just spaced out. I need a sip of this so freaking badly. So Brenda, are you still here? Brenda and then MMC. Those two people are up next. I just want to make sure you're still here so I'm not talking to nobody. All right, you're both still here. Okay, let me scroll back up. Okay. What's expected to happen between Billy today and tomorrow? So you want to know what's going to happen. Okay. So I don't tell me, but because I think the less I know, the better, but the more fun this is, really. But you just want to know what's going to go down with this. Okay. This one. Well, I mean, I see. Well, let me back up a second. I see a new beginning. Um, I'm seeing a lot of written words, and also I feel like um, I see a pretty large amount of money being spent, which is going to cause irritation. But of course, if people spend money on things that they either want or need, so the outcome, even though it's, what I'm seeing is like this person is going to have to spend a whole bunch of money, which is going to irritate them, but they are getting something good in return. But it just sucks to have to spend that kind of money. Anyway, but I do think something is starting with this person. Okay. Now it's MMC, and may I ask for a general for the next 48 hours? Let me see. Okay. So MMC, I think in the next couple days, I would really, if you need to say something, speak up, and you are stronger than you'll ever want to know. And I think that don't be afraid to use your voice and state your case, state your opinions, because I see a lot of collaboration in the next couple days. So you working with other people, and that seems to be a thing in my head. Um, so kind of what if I'm looking at the big picture, it's kind of like you are working closely with other people to accomplish an actual thing. And for some reason, you're going to feel like you can't say your opinions and say what you want. There's going to be this like stifling of your voice, but don't let that happen. Okay. Speak up if you have to. And if you really want to, because if you really desire it, I'm sure there's a reason for it. Okay, moving on. Tia, I love that name, Tia. Tia was my favorite of the sisters. That was so stupid. I'm sorry. Tia and Tamara Mowry. You know what's funny? I can easily tell them apart. It's so weird because they literally look, I mean, they're friggin' identical twins. But I can just easily tell them apart. For some reason, Tia looks more intelligent. Has anyone ever thought that? I don't know. She does, right? Like Tia Mowry, for some reason, looks more intelligent than Tamara. I'm not saying Tamara looks like an idiot, just literally her face. I always thought Tamara looked a little dumber. Does anyone else think that? Let me know. Does anyone else think that about them? And isn't it true that I feel like, or at least, I mean, I can only speak of this movie, Twitches, that I've seen 1,000 times when I was a kid. Twitches 1 and 2. Always in those movies, Tamara always played like the dopier sister. So that's interesting. She was always kind of the ditz. It's so interesting. Are people still here? Come on, talk to me. Anyway, getting back to the questions, that's why I'm here. I just wanted to talk for a second. It was fun. Okay, I just did that one. Okay, Jasmine Thomas, are you still here? And then after Jasmine, it is Tia. Okay, so. Okay, Jasmine. And the question is, will I have any children since I'm over 35? Okay. I mean, I don't know if you want kids or not. Just because you're asking that question doesn't mean you want them. I mean, for all I know, you're asking me that and you're like, please, God, no, don't let me get pregnant. But I don't know. I'm assuming you want them, but. Okay. Will Jasmine have any children? This is going to be interesting, I feel. I mean, something seems wrong here. I just so Jasmine, I think that if you want children, I think you do have options, but for some reason I feel like you're not very satisfied with the options that you have, or something about them bothers you. But I mean, don't be so bothered by it. I think that you absolutely can have children. Um, Maybe you'll have to adopt, or you'll have to do that thing. I forget what it's called when women are a little older and they want children. I'm not even going to say what I think it is because I don't want to sound stupid. But you know, there you have options, and trust me, if you really want kids, it's totally worth it to utilize these options. Anyway, okay, moving on. I mean, I think you probably will have kids if you're determined enough. Okay, Tia's up next. God, my nose. Oh, no. My nose is starting to itch. There is an evil witch somewhere on this planet looking at me through her computer and making my nose itch. I'm telling you, I know I sound crazy. There's a witch somewhere who's making my nose itch. It always happens when I go live. When I go live, I will be fine for a little while, and all of a sudden my nose just starts itching really, really badly. And I know fucking someone's behind it. I know something is behind it, and that something is probably a someone. Thank you. Okay. Tia, general guidance. What is coming next in love and career? Okay. So maybe just what you need to know is basically your question. so this goes for Tia. What do you need to know? That was weird. Okay. Well, Tia, I feel like there's something that you have to put more work into. Because I think that there is something that you have raw talent at, and probably a bit of knowledge too. But, and I hate to say this, but and I'm not coming for you. I'm just saying that I think laziness can be a problem with you. Um, and, you know, I just think, I don't know, because there's something that you're actually, there's something that you have raw talent for, and it's something that you probably enjoy doing. And but you could be so much better at it if you just tried harder and put in more practice and effort and stuff and put more work into it. And why not be better at it? You know, you could be so much better, and it's something that you actually enjoy. This could be a whole wonderful journey you could go on. So that's my 2 cents, and these are the cards I got. Okay. Flower Beauty. Hi Marco. Sorry, I was getting a hair wash and I typed it instead of I typed A instead of S by mistake. Does that change the reading? I would probably think not, because I mean that'd be a little ridiculous. Because you know, even though you typed in the wrong letter, you had someone clearly in mind. You had something in your heart. It might have been twisted in the comment, but it wasn't twisted in front of God. Like God knew what you were talking about. Like, you know, I doubt that matters whatsoever, because you had the person in mind. Um, okay. Okay. Hey Shruti. Marco, tell me, what did I did what um okay. Sh- Shruti. It's so hard for me to say. Aha, I just got a pain in my hand. Um, okay, Marco, tell me what I did today was right about him. I left him. How does he feel now? What will he do in the future? Okay, so there's someone that you're wondering about. There's somebody that you left. You left a guy, and now you're just wondering how he's feeling and kind of what's going to come next from him. Okay, got it. Okay. So this is for Shruti. Shruti. Well, so, but Shruti, what I'm thinking is, you know, what are these sounds that I'm hearing? For the love of God. So Shruti, I think, nothing bad is gonna come of this. I see this reading is leaning much more towards happiness and um it's leaning more towards happiness and positivity. Although I do want to say there's something in what I'm getting, there's something that you're not going to get back from him. And I mean, in my head, I'm thinking it's an actual item. There's something that he has of yours, and I feel like you're not going to get it back, or that there's going to be an issue with that. Anyway, moving on. Okay. Oh my God, my nose. Fucking nose itches. Hang on, I'll be right back. Okay, let me get back to the readings. So, take a sip of my drink. Sorry, I had to pee, and I also wanted to like take a napkin and like rub my nose a little bit. Okay. Who's up next? So I just did Shruti. Now I think it's Margaret now. And I think then I'll be all caught up. Yeah, that's right. So Margaret, is TJ going to try to fight with my new friend? Well, so you're already thinking that TJ's trouble. Okay. Interesting. Get rid of TJ. Well, let me pull some cards to see what's going on. Oh, doesn't feel right. Hang on. Okay, so Margaret. Yeah, Margaret, I feel like there is going to be some kind of I think there will probably be some kind of fight, and I think it's over money. Am I right to say that? because what I'm seeing is I pulled 3 cards and 2 of them are in reverse, and the 2 that are in reverse are both pentacles. So I feel like there is going to be some kind of drama happening, but it's going to be centered around money. Or if I'm wrong about the money thing, it's about an actual physical possession. But anyway. What's up, Harlem Bakery? Moonlight, my person's feelings for me. Let me see. Let me see. I wonder what Marcus is doing right now. Okay, let me see. You know, I would just Moonlight. I would be careful of this person because I feel like their intentions aren't really all that great. Because I feel like this person intends to take advantage of you, especially money wise. There's this person has intentions that are not so saintly. So I would just be cautious of this person because I do feel like this person, I see an offer being made by this person. So something tells me that you're either not together right now or you are together, but things are gonna level up. And before things keep leveling up or starting or something, I would just say, I don't know, examine the situation and look for warning signs. Okay, moving on. What is the real problem when it comes to Lauren and J Rose relationship? J Rose. Is that how you say that? J Rose? Jerose. Ooh, Giro. I like that. Okay, so Harlem Bakery, you want to know about this relationship and kind of what at its core is the problem. Well, so Harlem Bakery, you know, he doesn't make that much money, but I think they still are able to survive just fine. Um, I think that they actually, and this might not be what you're expecting me to say, but I think overall they actually have a pretty decent relationship. And any struggles they have, it's really about money, which, you know, couples will always have fights about money. That's totally normal. But that's really the only issues they kind of have. Because I think what I'm seeing is that they're probably both halfway decent people that treat each other pretty well. And if there is any fights, it's always about just stuff that doesn't matter and that would never cause them to separate because I think these two people will be together for a long time. Okay. What's up, Devin? Oh, and these are the cards I got, by the way. I'm trying to show the cards more. I think, when was it? Last night, I decided to watch one of my live streams from a couple days ago. I don't know. I was just curious to see, I don't know, like what other people see. I don't know. But um, I mean, I did like a halfway decent job. But you know, I noticed that I don't show off the cards enough, and I think that that's. I mean, if anything, it's kind of fun and cool to do that. Okay, Devin, will more money come in soon? Let me see. Devin, actually, give me 1 second. I think I have a message for you, but I would just want to get some clarity, a little bit of clarity here. Well, I definitely see lots of money, but it's really going to take time. I think at some point you are going to have a lot of money. Um, there will come a time in your life when you can just sit back and like be like, damn, I fucking did this. But you will have plenty of money someday. But I do think you're gonna have to wait a little while longer. So, and what I'm guessing is probably about around December, um, or towards the very end of this year, you will have a lot more money. Or at the very least, there will be a huge breakthrough in your money life, at the very least. Okay, moving on. Varsha. Varsha. I like that. What's my future ahead? Okay, let me see. Let me see. Varsha, give me 1 second. Oh. So Varsha, I'm seeing some trouble ahead. Um, and it's but don't let that happen because I think that the trouble you have coming your way is something that is totally a mental problem that you can just um, easily overcome. You know, you're good there. I feel this sense of being defeated, like, and it's just not true. It's not the case. And I think my advice to you would just to be to enjoy your life because I think you absolutely have the power. You have the money to do fun things in this world, and you absolutely can enjoy your life. So, you know, you have a bad day at work. Okay, you had a bad day at work. Then go have fun at the bar after work. Fix the day. Don't let the day go. Don't let the day just be completely terrible. But I think you have the power to make things a lot better. I think that these issues are just, it's all in your head. Okay, anyway. And enjoy your life more. And come on, have some fun. Um, be more playful. Okay. Hey, rainbow butterfly. Hello. Can I expect anything from M this year? Let me see. So you want to know if you can expect anything from this person. Okay. Um, so rainbow butterfly, I don't know if M is a person or if it's like something else, but I just see trouble coming from this, and this doesn't seem like a good thing. Um, and I would just, it's a person. Okay. So I would just, if it's a person, then I would say, just move on from this person. And yeah, it's just trouble. So put some walls up and just avoid, avoid. Your fire, I mean, your oil and water, you'll just never mix. Okay, moving on. I love me. Yeah. Well, the thing I was getting was, you know, conflict and something about money. Like you're probably not getting like money from this person that you should be getting, or there's no contribution or something like that. Anyway. Well, that wasn't meant to be. Okay. Which god has blessing on me? No, I would never call you a gold digger. Um, that's not what I meant by that. Well, I don't know. I mean, Nezuko, are you asking me which specific deity has blessed you? I mean, I wouldn't even know how to answer that, honestly. Um, yeah, I don't know. I know the names of hardly any deities, and I'm sure you're probably blessed by your own heart more than anything else. I mean, call me crazy, but like, you know, probably you're blessed more by your own spirit, your own magical spirit, than anything else would bless you. Because I'm sure no one loves you as much as you love yourself. So there you go. I need a cigarette. I really need to make a painting. In the past week, I've given away 3 of my paintings. I'm gonna miss them. Um, I thought they were really good, but I gave them to people that I really like, so I'm happy about that. Is there love coming for me? Let me see. That question I can answer. Let me see. I love reading tarot cards. You know what I'm really hoping? I'm hoping that someday this channel will grow and I'll actually be able to make really good money doing tarot card readings. I mean, if I have enough subscribers, that is something that I could absolutely do. And I think that's probably inevitable. I mean, I do make money sometimes doing readings. It's usually almost never that much. I mean, there were times I actually made really good money, but that is so rare when that happens. And I kind of end up feeling a bit shit about it. Um, okay. Is there love coming for me? You know, I think that how I'm going to answer this question is that, you know, I think you need to do some you need to examine yourself and your own heart and understand what it is that you're wanting, because I think that in the past you've just had kind of shitty relationships because you settle for things and you really don't know what you want, and so you're kind of all over the place. Maybe not, I shouldn't say maybe not like a bunch of shitty relationships, but there's something that you have to think deeply about when it comes to who you're looking for. And I think there is definitely love coming, but I do also want to say, do not look to the past. If what you want is a romantic relationship, don't go backwards, go forwards. And what I mean by that is, I think your past relationships, because of course you must have been in relationships in the past, I would say don't go back to anyone from the past. Let the past go and focus on someone new coming. Anyway, there you go. I have to come up with prices for like private readings. I used to do private readings. I forget how much I charged for it. I think I did like $15 for a half hour, which is an unbelievable price, by the way. So, okay. Nobody charges that. Like, I mean, I got a 15-minute reading once at this place in Quincy, and it was $30. We did get $5 off because we did some kind of, oh, they have a policy there that if you go there and you check in on Facebook, you share your location on Facebook, they will give you $5 off. But I didn't even pay for it anyway. It was a gift from somebody. It was actually pretty good. I don't remember much of what he said, but he was right. Because, I mean, the only thing I remember about that reading is that, we asked him, when is my living situation going to get better? And because at the time I was living in a group home, which it wasn't that bad, but it certainly was not ideal. And we asked the guy, the reader, when will my living situation improve? He pulled some cards, looked at them, and I will say he seemed kind of like a bullshitty reader. I just got a vibe with that. I got the vibe, but because what he was doing was kind of bullshitty to me. But he did say that my living situation would improve in the fall. And it was in the fall of that year that I was told about my new apartment. Now, I didn't move in the fall. I didn't get my own apartment in the fall, but I did. That is when I was told about it. So, Laura, thank you. Everybody gets a free question. So if you want to ask a question for free, you can just ask. But any more than one question, that's when I start charging. Okay, Macaroni, hello. Will I see Taurus next week? Let me see. Macaroni. Okay, thank you, Laura. Okay, let's see. Yes. Macaroni, I think you will see this person. Now you're going to find out some things that you maybe really didn't want to know, but I think you will see this person. Anyway. Hi, Cutie Pie. Is there black magic on my mom? If yes, then who did it? Okay. Let me see. Is there black magic on my mom? $18. Thank you very much. Hang on. Cutie Pie, by the way, I think there is something going on here with energy, but I can't tell you exactly who it is. I mean, I'm not that good, trust me. But I mean, that's like an easily fixable thing. Drink lots of ice water. Tell your mom to drink lots of water and do a spell, like a blessing, maybe. I mean, it's easily fixable. Mariana. Oh, Laura. So Laura's getting priority because she donated. I love mystics. Okay, so for $18, we'll do. Okay, Laura. So I'm gonna be busy. Just to let everybody know, I'm gonna be a little busy with Laura for a little while because she donated $18, and so for that, I'm gonna do 8 questions. So this is probably gonna take a bit, just to let everybody know. Okay, let's do it. Hang on, Laura. I'll be right back. Type in your first question. I'm just gonna go grab my cigarettes. I'm excited. Yay! People hardly ever donate. Okay. Okay. So, Laura, you want to know about the energy between you and this person and just kind of a basic understanding of like what's at play, what the energy is, and maybe what the future is between the two of you. Oh, please be right. Please be fucking right. I mean, I think that so Laura, between you and this person, I see really good energy. I see very lovely, lovely, wonderful energy. I do, and don't overthink things. I think um, I see an offer being made. So, I mean, you say there was a misunderstanding. So I'm assuming what the offer is going to be is probably an apology or something like that, or an offer to make something right. So I think whatever, because clearly what you're telling me is that between the two of you, there's some unsettling energy, but I see this all being resolved and I see lovely energy in the future. Um, but anyway, but don't overthink this because with this, the Queen of Cups in reverse, this is the card of overthinking. I mean, when it's in reverse, that means you are thinking way too much about this. You're reading too much into it. Okay. And the kind of mystic I am, I mean, honestly, like I don't know that much about stuff. Like I'm not an expert really at of anything when it comes to witchy stuff. I mean, I just kind of play with stuff and you know, I love it. I think that stuff like candles and crystals and crystal balls and pendulums and statues and incense, I just think that's all very lovely stuff. Um, and honestly, I would say that I have had freaky experiences doing that stuff. Not every time, but there have been times that are very spooky. But you know, I'm the kind of mystic that, you know, I spend a lot of time thinking about energy and the universe, and I like to, you know, um, um, I like to do crafty things with oils and candles and stuff. And it's not even that, like, I literally know very little. Like I know, for example, if you're this is Laura, this will give you a clear understanding of the kind of witch I am. I'm like the kind of information I know is basically like, oh, if you're going to do a healing spell, use a blue candle. Like that's literally me. I'm just saying. Like I don't have that much information, but it's worked for me for plenty of, a long time. Okay, what is your next question? I just did one question. So you have seven more. Seven more questions. Oh, their feelings and thoughts. Well, okay, that's a question. I didn't even see that. Sorry. You want to know their feelings and thoughts. What are kind of their thoughts about it? I mean, I will say that I think that there's very good energy here with you and this person, and I think this is worth your time, and this is something very good. So I doubt, I mean, even just going from there, God is leading me to say that this is a very good thing with a good outcome. So I doubt I would be led to say that unless he was a pretty good guy. Because otherwise, if he's a shit person, then I would like to think I wouldn't be led to say that to you. But let me see about their feelings and thoughts. Well, Laura, this is what I'm getting. So, Laura, I think that in terms of you, he sees you as being very intelligent, very wise, very smart person. I do kind of feel like, and I'm not sure if this is about like what was I going to say? Well, oh, I don't know. With this card came up, and what I'm seeing here is that I don't know if he or if this is about whatever misunderstanding you had, or if this is about the bigger picture. But there is this feeling of like wanting things to be better, but kind of being stuck, wanting the situation to improve, but most likely, I'm assuming it's a money thing, or just an inability to make things better. Because I feel like the situation now, um, the situation now is something where he truly feels stuck, and I don't know. But also, I mean, this kind of what I thought when I saw this card in reverse. I think he's hard on himself too, because I think he probably thinks he's not good enough for you, or that he's weak. That's what I'm seeing with strength in reverse. Strength in reverse is obviously weakness, and that's how he feels about himself for you. Maybe he thinks he's not good enough, um, Anyway, which to me is actually kind of I mean, it sucks that he's feeling bad about himself, but it also like, wow, like what an angel. Anyway, but I mean, yeah, I can definitely tell from even from the first question you asked, this is really good energy. And so clearly he must be a decent person. Yeah, I'm bipolar too. It's not usually a problem, but I remember once I went to work and I think I was working for like 8 hours that day. And I was so deranged. Like in my head, I thought the world is out to get me. I have no one I can trust, and the world is out to get me. And I literally went 8 hours working in a coffee shop, just not smiling at people, just being quite miserable. And it's funny because there was still a voice in my head telling me that I was being crazy. And I it's like I was hanging on so tightly to the hatred and the anger, but there was still a voice in my head saying, just let it go. And I really didn't want to let it go. I didn't want to be angry like that. But for some reason, it just persisted. And then I said a spell outside and it just went away. Just saying. Okay. Um, okay, what is your next question? Well, let me see. I've done like 5 left. By the way, everybody else in the chat, Laura paid me money, so I have she gets priority, and she still has 5 questions to ask. So this is going to take a little bit. I mean, not that it says there's only 2 people watching me, so I mean, I don't even know who I'm talking to besides Laura, but just to let that other person know, it's going to be a while. If I'll see him soon, if things will get better. So Laura, well, by the way, well, what it feels like is basically just, or if you're asking me about that work, that day in work that I was telling you about a moment ago, from what I remember, I just felt like there was this energy in my head, and it was uncomfortable, and I was just very miserable. So I don't know. Um, but anyway, to answer your question, and this is looking really good. So, I think you will see him very soon. Um, um, It will be sooner than later. I'm seeing lots of very lovely, wonderful energy. I do kind of feel like there's going to be a loss, and I'm not quite sure what that is, but it's nothing. Um, and what I was thinking is like, because you said there was a I don't know what the misunderstanding was. I have no clue what the situation is, but I'm just using logic and looking at the cards. It seems to me that in all of what's going on, something was lost that you really can't get back, but there's still the love that remains, and there's still really good energy. And I mean, you said you read tarot cards. You probably know I'm looking at this card. But the other two cards, and this is about, the question was if you'll see him soon, if things will get better. I mean, these are all the cards I have. All almost all positive, except the the 5 of Cups um is a very interesting card because it's not really all bad, but it's not all good either. But I think things will quickly get back to being better, and everything's going to be fine. And I do see that you're going to impress him somehow with something, because with the Empress, I feel like that's about impressing people with your talents or something. But I mean, the Empress can mean so many things if you look at it. You can see that can make that can. I mean, the Empress card can conjure up so many thoughts in your head. But all very good. But anyway, what is your next question? And feel free to keep asking about him if there's. But I mean, I don't want to beat this horse to death, but I think because with when you asked me the first question, oh, how was it worded? I think it was maybe if things. Let me look at that. I think it was like if things will get better. My person. Like basically the energy between you and this guy. And when I did that reading, the Sun card came out and it was upright. And that is probably my favorite card in the deck. It's just such gorgeous, lovely energy. And that's kind of how I felt about the two of you together. There's really good energy here, so much potential, and a lot of love. So if you want to keep asking about him, you can, but you can also ask about career. Um, you can ask about things. I mean, you read tarot cards, but really, but you ask me whatever you want to ask me. And when you say how many is there, what do you mean? How many what? I'm more worried about him, sorry, ha. It's really making me nervous to think of anything else. Oh, okay. So maybe a good question that you would want to ask, I mean, if you want my suggestion, maybe a good question to ask would be, what does he need to know? What, um, what could really help him? Do you want to ask that? Because it sounds like you're kind of worried about him. Um, I mean, kind of Could you tell me that he's like a troubled person? So maybe what could help him out? Okay. And you're good with that. Okay, let me see. Okay, so this is really for him. Now, what does he need to know? Give me 1 second. I just pulled some cards, and it's just kind of interesting. I want to pull one more card from this deck. Well, I think definitely something you could say to him, and I have a few things to say, but let me start off with I think he has trouble starting things, and because really all you can do for him is basically put spells on him, like use your words and put him under spells that would end up making him improve his own life. So that's all that I mean that's really all you can do about it. So if there is next time you see him, maybe just say like all you need to do is start these things and you will keep the momentum going. Because the Knight of Cups in reverse, I'm interpreting it this time as taking the first step and having trouble with that, having trouble making your first move. And so tell him, like, I mean, I'm thinking about myself when I say this. Like, for example, I love to paint. You can see I have some paintings behind me that I made. And it's funny because most of the time I'm in no mood to start painting, but once I actually start painting, I really enjoy it. So I don't know if it's really so closely related to that, but it's that kind of concept. Like he has trouble starting things, but if he just can get himself to start doing something, he would really enjoy it and it would be of great benefit to him. And also, I feel like there's legal stuff going on because with the Justice card in reverse, um, he's troubled by like legal things and something like that. Um, I mean, that could also just mean that he has truly gone through things and he's left feeling like, okay, I was put through hell. Like I literally am someone, a person that exists in the universe, and I was actually put through hell. Like, why? How could this happen to me? How could people let this happen to me? Um, I mean, this is what I'm looking at in terms of what he needs to know. That's why I kind of had trouble with this because I don't know. It seems a lot of negative cards just came up. So I mean, you tell me he's bipolar, and I do probably think he's a very troubled person. But I mean, like me, for example, I think I actually treat people very nicely. I'm very good to people. Um, Even people that aren't really good to me, I'm still good to them. That's not always the case. Sometimes if somebody's really screwy with me, I might like push back on that, but even then I still kind of do it nicely. Like I don't and I'm also terrified of people, but I'm just saying like I am very good to people, but I'm also a very troubled person. That's probably the case with this guy. Like very troubled, and yet for some reason at the same time he's actually a very lovely man. So I know it's kind of funny when, you know, like if I'm at work and I'm being really nice to people and I might seem really happy, but actually on the inside I'm just kind of a lost cause, really. But it's like you never know by looking at someone what they're going through, because sometimes people can seem so happy and so positive, and really on the inside they're really struggling. But anyway, but I think a big thing. This is the second time this card has come up in reverse about this guy, and then when I saw all three of these cards in reverse, I was thinking, oh, this doesn't seem good. Um, but I don't know, for some reason there was like a block here. So I pulled one more card from this deck, and this card came up, which this means oak tree in French. And when I created that card, it was really, in my mind, a card of strength. So, because the oak tree to me symbolizes strength and resilience and formidable. From I don't even know how to say that as a noun, but so clearly strength is an issue with him. He doesn't think he's good enough. He doesn't think he's strong enough. So if you're going to cast spells on him, and when I say cast spells, I mean literally say things to his face. But let me put it this way: try to convince him of things. Just try to convince him that he's a very strong person. Try to convince him that he's very capable of overcoming these issues. Put spells on him. Tell him that the issues that he has in his life are actually very small, because probably he's making things very big in his mind. But just try to remind him that these things are very small. Anyway, okay. And tell him that he's, you know, I mean, you know him better than I do, so you know what spells would work on him more than others. But anyway. Okay, so do you have anything else you want to ask me? I mean, you were saying that you were getting nervous thinking of anything else, but yeah. Okay, so does he love me? Um, okay, this is what just came to me. So looking at these cards, I feel like he doesn't know much about you. Now this is kind of making me think a little differently because I feel like, is this a very new relationship? I feel like you guys don't even know each other that well. Like, I feel like there's so much unknown stuff about the both of you. Is that true? But I mean, I said earlier that he does care about you. He's a good guy. There's good energy here. There's a lot of potential. I mean, I don't know, but hmm, okay. Well, because this is what I'll say. What I'm understanding from this, okay. Like, it's too soon to be talking about love, I think. Or because what the vibe I get is that he really does like you, but the energy between the two of you is not really that intense yet, which maybe you think differently, but I'm just telling you, 4 months is not that long. Um, I mean, it's kind of a long time, I suppose, if you're like dating somebody, but this is not that serious yet, I think, or something. I don't know. Um, what are his intentions? I mean, in terms of the love question, I just want to say again that he's probably a halfway decent guy. He's probably a pretty decent guy who does care about you. He's happy to have you in his life, but you need to give this more time. And this could really be a very deep love. And there's a lot of potential here. This could be the vibe I'm getting right now is that, I mean, to say that he loves you, there's a problem with that for me to say that. He does like you a lot and there's good energy here, but before you're talking about like really deep spiritual feelings of like love and stuff, give it more time and it will happen in time. Everything will be good. um okay, what are his intentions? What are his intentions? Intentions. That seems important. Okay. Okay, well, I don't think he has really any intentions right now. Um, okay, this is kind of what I'm feeling from this. So he does really like you. He does like you a lot. A lot of potential here. There's good energy. But I feel like he doesn't what I'm getting in my head and looking at these cards, he doesn't really have any intentions right now. He's just not really thinking about the future. He's very much just going with the flow and you know, but I mean, I would say keep him around and because I think you are really going to grow on him and this is something special is going to happen here. But I mean, yeah, I just don't feel like he really has anything in mind right now. Um, he's not up to anything. He doesn't. He's he just sound like in my mind. He's like such a guy. Like I don't know, like a big kid. Like I mean, that's kind of some men are like that. They're very kind of. I mean, it is a fact. Sorry, but women are smarter, and gay guys. Thank you very much. Um, Women are smarter, and you're thinking 10 steps ahead. He's just consumed with like the football game. Like he doesn't fucking know, like, or what. I don't know if he watches football, but I'm just assuming because he's straight guys. But so to answer your question, I don't really think he has any intentions right now. But just to say this again, I think that this is something that will develop into something pretty good if you keep up with it. I mean, 4 months. You just told me that you've been together for 4 months. That's not that intense and serious of a thing. But I have a feeling that you're gonna be together for a long time. Okay. Anyway. And what will happen between us soon? Um, what will happen between us soon? Well, I think I already answered that question. The very first question you asked me, it was kind of what's to come. Well, let me see. I'll pull more cards for that anyway, but because I think when the first question you asked, I pulled the Knight of Cups upright. So I felt like there was going to be an offer made, some kind of I don't know, something would be coming from him, and the cups are water, so it's like healing, so like a healing gesture or something like that. The situation would be made right. So Anyway. But I'll pull more cards. Okay, what is to come? 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 You know what? I'm going to say this. Laura, don't send him any messages for about 4 or 5 days. Give him some space. And anyway. Yeah, I would just say, because I don't know, I did say that there's probably really good energy coming in the future about your relationship. This is really going to lead somewhere. But I did pull more cards, and it seemed like you probably shouldn't write anything to him for a few days, because it probably will have a positive. It sounds negative, but it actually would have a positive effect. Okay, anyway. You'll get something good out of it. Because I just pulled some cards, and the High Priestess came up in reverse. And I was thinking, because the High Priestess to me is about written words. I mean, it's about other things too, obviously. But I was taking it as, don't write him anything for just a few days, not too long, but. And you will see him. You will see him again. This is not the end of anything. More will come of this. Okay. Thank you so much for the donation. I really appreciate it. That was fun. I don't know how long I was giving you readings for, but it was a while. That was a good little while. I'm curious to know how long I just did that for. don't know. But it was fun. Okay, 30 minutes. Yeah, that sounds about right. I haven't had breakfast yet today. You know, my dad turned me onto this sauce. You know how at the grocery store, there's that aisle and it has all the jars of sauce? Like it'll have like buffalo sauce, barbecue sauce, Szechuan sauce, um, hot sauce. Like there's all these different kinds of sauces. I am in love. I literally like, I don't know. I just never gave much thought to it, but that aisle is fucking amazing. All these different sauces. I fucking love sauce. There's like a million different kinds of sauces in the world, and there's so many of them at the grocery store. You don't even have to make it. It's just done in a jar. Bam. I got a really good idea yesterday. So my boss Diana, her birthday is in June, and I think she's turning I think she's turning 39. And I thought about making her a gift basket with all these different jars of sauces. That's a good idea, right? That's a good gift. I would nut if someone gave me that as a gift. So I was thinking I would give her like a gift basket, and maybe I'll throw in like a scented candle too. But like there'll be like barbecue sauce and Szechuan sauce, a couple different kinds of hot sauce. I don't know. I have to like look at the aisle and see what they have, but like all these different sauces and maybe like a candle and maybe a gift card to like McDonald's because I know she likes McDonald's. But that's a good fucking gift, right? Just a gift basket of just sauces. I mean, she doesn't watch this channel, so she'll never know I'm saying this. So it'll still be a surprise. And maybe a painting. There's a painting that I really want to give to her. Um, I made a painting of an hourglass, and I think it's probably the best painting in my apartment right now, and I really want her to have it. Okay, anyway, I'm just running my gums. Let me get back to giving readings. So, I'm assuming people came and went as I was giving Laura readings. Yeah, Laura, what's your question? Autism. I mean, like, I don't know anything about it. Um, okay. Hi, Ivy. Thank you for subscribing. Okay, so Mariana, you're welcome, Laura. Mariana and Amam are still here, so they must have asked questions already. So I'll see what those are. Where is it? Where is it? Okay. Mom. Gosh, this is nightmarish trying to look through all these. Okay, here we go. Actually, I think a mom might have asked first. Let me see. Oh no, no. So, Mariana, will my Pisces twin finally leave the karmic? Okay. I don't totally understand the question, but I'm going to pull some cards and basically get a feeling of good or bad. Like, what can this person expect? A good outcome or a bad outcome? Okay. A good outcome or a bad outcome? Good outcome or a bad outcome? You know what's so funny? Well, Mariana, first of all, I just want to say that this person, the Pisces, is going to be getting a new job, making good money. And I think that it's so funny that these two cards came up together like this. The Five of Swords in reverse and then the Six of Wands upright, because basically those two cards are about winning and losing. So the way I'm seeing this is this person, the Pisces, is going to go through a loss. Truly, this person will feel defeated, but it's actually a huge victory. So I don't know. I have no clue about you or him or her. I don't know. I have no clue what the situation is, but just keep that in mind. Something's going to seem like defeat, but it's actually victory. Okay, moving on. Okay. Okay. Will he leave the woman he is with? Yes. Yes, he will. Okay, dear Marco, I am single since long and actually feel lonely. Oh, can you please tell when will I get a girlfriend, as I need a girl to spend time with me, care for me, please? Okay. So you're lonely, you want a girlfriend, and you want to know, like, when is this going to happen for me? Okay. Well, I'm sorry you're feeling lonely. Um, so Amam, I think you will have a relationship in the somewhat near future. I'm thinking probably in about um probably like 3 to 5 months. In 3 to 5 months, you can expect to be with someone really nice. But I do feel like this, you have to change the way you think about this a little bit. Um, relationships and the give and take of it, and like how things should be. I just think you need to change the way you're thinking about um, like um, change the way that you think the dynamics of a relationship should be. Thank you. Okay. Sorry, I've been taking these glasses and taking them off, putting them on. They're so tight on my head, it's uncomfortable. I have like a scab on. I don't know what the fuck happened to me. How did this happen? I got blackout drunk on Saturday night, and I woke up and I just had like a huge scab on the, like behind my ear, and it kind of hurts when you touch it. I have no clue how that happened. Okay, well, a mom. I would also say that you know, I don't know, like um I mean, the reality is it's much easier to get a girlfriend than you probably think. Um, you know, it might mean being rejected several times, but someone's going to say yes. But you have to ask. Like literally, enough. I need to take this advice too. Enough with this like friggin' the head games. Like if you like somebody and you think I think she would make a good girlfriend, go up to her and say, I kind of like you, and do you want to go on a date with me? Literally, that's it. That's all you have to say. And then that's bam, the start of something. But it's really as easy as that. There's two things that could happen. Either they say no thank you or they say yes. So, you know, that's it. What's the worst that could happen in that situation? And honestly, as if it's a bad thing when someone says no. It's not a bad thing when someone rejects you because you think, okay, well, you couldn't see how special I am because you rejected me. So I'm glad that you rejected me because you'll never see what my value is. Bam. And mom, you know what? There's got to be somebody that you have a crush on. There might be several people you have a crush on. Go up to the girl and say, I think you're really pretty and I would love to go on a date with you. That's it. That's it. That's all you have to say. She will be so flattered that you thought she was pretty. That's all you have to do. And then bam, something is starting. That's it. I think you're really pretty and I would love to go on a date with you. Well, how would you know they don't have a crush on you? Which by the way, I mean, it is kind of common in society, a lot of different societies, that usually it's the guy that asks out the girl. So I guarantee you there's probably several people that have a crush on you too. You know what I mean? Like, anyway. You should start thinking more highly of yourself. It sounds like it sounds to me like you think very little of yourself. Okay. Anyway, my orchid is blooming. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. And what did I say? I said that that orchid would bloom at a very interesting time in my life. You know, right now I'm going through a lot of spiritual changes, financial changes. Um, I don't know. There's definitely transformation going on in my soul and also in my physical life. And bam, my orchid's blooming right around the same time. After all these years of having that plant, it never blooms, and now it decides to bloom. And I knew that would be the case. I knew it. I knew it. I love Mother Nature. I love that kind of magic. Um, anyway, I do read into that. You know, when a spider plant finally starts putting out pups and flowers, it's like, oh, well, read into it a little bit. Like, what is it telling you? There's a message there. I mean, you could bloom at any time, but you decide now is the time to show yourself to me. So it's like, what's the deal? Like, I've said that before in a video. Like, you know, you might go to the grocery store and buy a plant and have it for a really, really long time. And all of a sudden, one day you look at it and it has flowers on it. You're like, oh, um, like, what do the flowers look like? What do, what's the message there? Like, what it's telling you something that you need to hear, you know? Sabby, yeah. I think you already asked a question in this live stream, so I only do one free one per person, but who knows? I might go live again tonight and give more readings. But anyway, or I mean, probably not. I'm guessing most likely the next time I go live, it'll be Sunday, probably Sunday morning, because I tend to go live in the morning and not the night, which is actually it's much better to go live um, at night. But anyway, okay. May I ask of R if R will text me this weekend? Okay. Highness, I think the answer is no. Um, Huh. And I feel like you were hoping that this text from this person would be the first step towards something, but I don't see it happening. I mean, maybe at some point in the future, but at the very least, it's not going to be this weekend because I do think he has very strong opinions about something, and that's probably why it's not going to happen. Okay, anyway. So Sabrina, I think the answer is no. Um, welcome. Need another drink. I love paintings. Paintings are so interesting. You know, I mean, I love visual art, and it's very odd. Like, I don't know. Because what is a painting? It's energy. It's something that takes up space. And you're basically dipping a brush into goo and then rubbing it on a canvas. You're painting it onto a canvas. And then when the whole thing is complete, you kind of step back and you see something, whether it's a painting of a cow or a flower or Santa Claus. Like, you're seeing a whole thing. And, you know, I remember my old therapist, and she knew me pretty well. She told me once that my paintings are vibrating, which, yeah, I mean, I get, they are, I suppose. Um, it's interesting. Um, there's really something that there's really something there to that. Um, you know, but I love paintings. I love, a painting is so, or at least in my opinion, a painting is so much better than something that was printed from a computer. Like, um, it just seems so heartless to me. Like a poster that you buy at Spencer's is not nearly the same as a painting that a witch made. I mean, we're all witches. I don't care. People can disagree with me, but a person that, you know, I mean, the word human is very misleading, and it's not really, doesn't ring as true as just the word witch, because the word witch it denotes something magical and spiritual. I mean, a person is not a human. the word human to me is so fucking disgusting and evil. I mean, a whole person is a witch. The person's a witch. It doesn't matter if you do witchcraft or not, or magic or whatever. Just when you see a person in the world, there's a person in front of you. You know, there's a spirit inside of a body. That's what a witch is. You're a magical energy inside of something that can seem mundane, which is your body. But there's nothing mundane about it. I'm just saying. We're witches. Or even like an animal. I love animals. And, you know, animals are spirits too. They're just different. I mean, they have a completely different way of thinking, of existing, of like, you know, but there is a spirit there. Anyway, you know, something that I really want to do, I want to go visit a cow. I want to go like hug a cow. I love cows. I think they are so cute. They are just so adorable. I love them. I want to just hug one. I want to hug one. They're just so big and meaty, and I just want to hug it. I love cows. I mean, I love all animals. Oh, yeah. Have you ever seen? I don't know who's watching me still. What is that mole? There's like some kind of mole. Is it like a star mole? I'll look it up. Maybe I'll show it to you. So, I mean, I will say some animals are hideous. Like, have you ever seen that? There's like a competition somewhere in America. I think it's in like I think it's in California maybe, but it's like the ugliest dog competition, and people will bring their dogs to this place, and whichever one is the ugliest, they like give the trophy to or something. Um, some animals are pretty ugly. Oh. Oh, it's called a star. Oh God, it's called a star-nosed mole. Jesus Christ, it's hideous. It is absolutely heinous looking. Yeah, Ivy, if you want to ask a question, go ahead. By the way, if Ivy Hawthorne, if that's your real name, that is so badass. I love that. Ivy Hawthorne. If that's your real name, you're going to do really great things in this world. Just saying. Okay. Um, Speaking of Ivy, there's a girl that comes into my coffee shop. I know exactly what she orders. She always gets the same thing. She gets a medium iced caramel mocha with almond milk, whipped cream, and the drizzle on top. I love her. I love making that coffee. She came into my work. Her hair was like just this really intense red color, and it was long and straight. I was living. I was like, you're so fierce. I just wanted to give her coffee for free just for looking so fierce. And I was telling her, it was giving me like poison ivy, like from Batman, if you've ever seen that. Uma Thurman, love. Um, we're supposed to hate poison ivy. I don't. I'm sorry. I think poison ivy, even though she is a villain, I guess, but she's so fierce. And I'm sorry, but poison ivy should rule the world because all she would do is sow her seeds and weave her magic and Mother Nature would just take over. And I'm kind of living for that. Okay, anyway, to your question. So I recently met someone I felt like an instant spark towards. We are like not from the same backgrounds, but man, I can't explain to you how I feel. Oof, I just want him to myself, but I feel like he is taken. Mwah. Anyway, so basically your question, what's your question? Is it like is is there a future for us? Is that your question? Or does he like me back? Um the future. Okay, let me pull some cards. Okay, the future between you and this guy. Absolutely. Wow. Okay. Well, the universe is screaming at me right now. Um, Let me show you the cards I just pulled. So, Ivy, this looks great. There is absolutely a future with this guy. Um, let me show you what I'm looking at. So, I pulled three cards, and two of them are page cards. The Page of Wands and the Page of Pentacles, and then I got the Magician. They're all upright. This denotes really good energy. There's a ton of potential here. And this is very powerful because with the Magician card, that tells me about really intense energy, a lot of power. And so I'm assuming he's probably not with anyone now because for the universe to want me to tell you that there's a lot of potential here, I doubt he would be with anyone now. So ask him out. Don't even wait for him to ask you out. Ask him out, and you will get a response that you really love. Um, Make a move on him. I think that this is good. This is a really good thing. Okay. Hey, Brittany, does Ben have a person of interest he's dealing with? Let me see. Huh. Okay, Brittany, first of all, I just want to say that there's something weird about this. I don't know about you. I don't know about Ben. I don't know anything about the situation, but even just from shuffling the cards and having things pop out at me, something's not quite right about this all. Okay, but let me pull a definite three cards and okay, get a something a little more pointed. Well, so So Brittany, what I'm being drawn to tell you is that this doesn't look good for you. So, you know, because I don't know how you know Ben. I don't know who Ben is to you, but something tells me that like there was an answer that you wanted to hear. You really wanted to hear me say a certain thing, but I have a feeling that this is not in your favor or something is bad about this. And also, I think Ben's gay. Okay, there you go. Okay. That reading was really weird for me. I don't know. There's just something was weird about that all. Okay. I don't know. That was bizarre. Anyway. Okay. I'm sorry, that was just funny to me. I've never said that, I think, in any I've done thousands of readings for people. And I don't think I've ever been like, yeah, he's gay. I don't think I've ever said that. I need to make another cocktail. Actually, you guys, oh, I should probably go. I have to call my dad. Fuck. I should probably eat something too. I am having fun though. I really need to get some glasses though. I have to go to the eye place and buy a pair of glasses because these ones are too tight. I don't like these ones. I don't like the way they look on me either. I don't know. They just, you know what it is? I don't like. I have glasses that are similar to this, but I broke them about a week ago. But these ones, they are a little different because they are a bit smaller. Even it's shocking because these are actually pretty big. They're big glasses, but they actually are a little bit smaller. And also, can't really see right here. They kind of stick out a little bit. It looks very kind of granny. I don't know. I don't like the way it looks. I mean, the way this sticks out right here, they might as well be red with like jewels on them. Like that's what I'm giving. Okay, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go make a drink. Okay, I'm gonna call my dad, so I'm gonna be muted for about 10 minutes, maybe 15 minutes. I mean, I have been live for almost 3 hours, so I am maybe consider it like a break. I'm just taking a quick break. Um, but I have to call him and see what's up for today. So I'm gonna be muted. Be right back. I'm muting myself right now. And I'm back. So, turns out I'm not getting glasses today. I mean, I could like take a cab there or something. But my dad's busy and mm, actually, well, he can take me tomorrow. I can't be spending too much money. I spent so much money yesterday, and it's so frustrating. But anyway, so Diamond, how you doing? How's everybody doing? To the people that are still here, Arcel and Diamond. I need to eat something. What should I have? Maybe there are these like bacon and pepper wraps that I love to make. I haven't had one of those in a while. You know what I'll do? I'll have a bacon and pepper wrap along with a big bowl of baked broccoli with Szechuan sauce. That's what I'll do. Diamond, my day's going pretty good. Can't complain. You know, I mean, ups and downs, but right now is a good moment. I think I'm only going to stay live for another few minutes. So, what are Nelson's intentions towards me, Yusra? We are in contact. I want to be friends with him. Okay. Oh, you want to be friends with benefits with him? Okay. I like your style. Let me see. Okay. Okay, well, Diamond Heart. I think Nelson has good intentions, and I see some good coming out of this. There is a little bit of a problem. Let me just let me look into this a little bit because I actually think that he's a good guy, and um, he's kind of a simple guy. There's not much to him, but he doesn't exactly live a complicated life. But I think he's actually not such a bad person. But I feel like something's wrong here. There's something that's not quite right, and I'm using this deck to try to tap into that. Um, okay, this is being vague, but something about the past between the two of you, something in the past is not quite right. But I mean, if I meant to tell you that he's a good guy and that this actually has potential, if I meant to say that, then whatever this is from the past is something that probably doesn't matter very much. And it's just nothing. So, I mean, yeah. Um, yeah. Because I have two cards upright, both major cards. So actually, I think that there's very powerful energy between the two of you. This is something very powerful. But then I had one card in reverse. And often this is about people working together. Um, and I was taking this to mean that something's not quite right. And I didn't know quite what it was, but it was something about how the two of you work together. And I wanted some more information. um, and then I got this card about whatever this is that's wrong. And this means the past. This is a French word. It means the past. And so, I mean, it's so vague though, but I just feel like if I meant to tell you that there's a lot of potential here and that this is a good thing, then what that would mean, what I'm also meant to tell you is that whatever is wrong between the two of you, it's something that doesn't matter and it's very insignificant. So don't worry about it. Just let it stay in the past and, have fun with them. Yeah, you want to be friends with benefits. I get that. I actually think that's the way to go. Um, but I mean, I do, the thought of like having somebody be my end all and be all, there is something very beautiful about that. And like two people against the world. But I don't know. I'm also pretty crazy. I am truly a mentally crazy person. So I would never live up. I could never really live up to who I have to be in like a committed relationship. Um, I don't think I could ever really be what a person needs for that. Um, anyway, but whatever. Hello, hello. Hello, love you. I'm gonna call you Jessica or Jackie. I'm gonna call you because I can't call you hello, love you because it's too confusing. What should I call you? Okay. Brianna interviewer's first impression of me. Okay. So you want to know about this person's first impression of you. Okay. Um, I just dropped all the cards on the floor. Okay, not a big deal. Easily fixable. Okay. Oh, so you're stressing out because you forgot. I know what's going on. So you forgot your ID and now you feel like you made yourself look stupid. And now you're just paranoid that she thinks you're stupid. I mean, people forget things sometimes. I mean, if she's if she's somebody I love how you spelled this stupid. um, you know, if she's listen, people forget stuff sometimes. People make mistakes. And that, I guarantee you, the person that interviewed you, well, you didn't actually, like you said, you didn't actually do the interview, but I'm sure she's very understanding because she has probably forgotten many things in her life as well. So she gets it. Like, she's not like a demon from hell. I'm just saying, she's just some lady who, like, is trying to get what she wants in life too. And I'm sure she's probably very understanding. But I will pull some cards because who knows? She might be a stick in the mud. I don't know. But let me just see what the deck says. Let's see. Okay. I mean, if she was anyone with any bit of heart, she would be understanding about something like that. Okay. Okay, well, hmm. Hmm. Well, this is what I'll say. I think that she probably was a little frustrated with you. Um, but I feel like she really needs people. Like, they're kind of desperate for help. And so I wouldn't worry too much about it. So this is your reading. What was the question? Um, her first impression of you. Well, she was frustrated. She actually was frustrated with you, but it, you know, she was frustrated, but she's also, you can be two things at one time. On the one hand, she was frustrated. On the other hand, she still understands that sometimes things like that happen. So, but they are very desperate for people, and you're probably going to get the job. Like, I guarantee you, you're going to get this job. So, anyway, okay. And everything will be fine. Maybe give her a gift. Give her like a $5 gift card to like Dunkin' Donuts or something. Buy her a coffee just to say sorry one more time about causing her any kind of frustration. That's actually a really good idea. Buy her a coffee. Okay. I mean, you're going to get the job, but whatever. Yeah, I like to, okay, my boss, and I truly think my boss is like an angel from heaven because I can't believe she puts up with me and she's I don't know. She just I have a really good boss. Huh. I don't know. She's just so not about the drama. But also she's always been so understanding if I say I have a problem, which happens not super frequently, but it happens, and she's always cool about it. And I do like to get her gifts. See, okay, here's the thing. I like to give her gifts because I think she's just a saint, and it feels good to give an angel a gift. Like, wow, you're an angel. Here's something. This is all I can give you, but I love you. And on the other hand, I do kind of understand the fact that, like, I don't know, I probably should suck up to her as much as humanly possible. Like, for the love of God, I need to stay on her good side. Not that she has a bad side. I've never seen a bad side of her. I don't think she has one. But, like, for the love of God, like, I don't know. Just give the woman stuff. I don't know. Okay, what's up, Eagle? Will Kelly W offer me a job in her team? Okay, let me see. Let's see what comes up. Well, no. So just get like a $5 gift card, because you don't want to give too much because then you're going to make it weird. But just a $5 gift card is perfect. It's not too much, it's not too little. I mean, it is $5 is a small amount, but it's a lovely gesture. I mean, if you give her too much, she's going to think you're like bribing her or something. A $5 gift card to like a coffee shop is perfect. Um, she can go buy herself coffee. And when you give it to her, just say, you know, I feel bad about, um, you know, I wasn't prepared the other day and I really do feel bad about it. Here's just $5. Go get yourself a coffee and just apologize for causing her any inconvenience. Okay. Anyway, Eagle. Okay. Well, I have two cards here that are nines. Eagle, I don't think you want to work for these people. Um, you know what, Eagle? I think that I don't see you getting this job, which isn't right because um, with this card in reverse, I feel like this is not the right thing to happen. Well, this card is also in reverse, which can actually be a good thing. But the way I'm interpreting this, um, overall, I think that they're not going to go for you. They're going to go for other people that are actually a lot less qualified and less talented than you. But the people, or Kelly is going to choose other people over you for reasons that are kind of questionable. Like, it's just not the right thing because you should get the job because you're very qualified and you have, frankly, a lot more talent than these other people. But um, anyway, that's something's not right about this. I don't think you're going to get the job, and frankly, that's a blessing. You don't want to work for her. You don't want that. If they're going to be screwy and play games and I don't know. It's not right. Okay. What's up, Kitty? Hi. I'm about to be homeless in a couple minutes. The person I was living with is going on vacation and I'm not included. Wish me luck. Oh, Jesus Christ. Kitty, don't worry about it. When you go to sleep tonight, you're going to be very comfortable. Let me put it that way. You'll be fine. Okay. What's up, Melissa? May I ask for a general for the next week? Okay. How did I know this was going to happen? Melissa, this is going to be a very big week for you. And I knew I'm not even surprised, but I think that very powerful energy is going to be around this week. I don't know. I feel like you have something going on, like maybe it's an anniversary or um I don't know. There's something going on this week that is a very big deal for you. And I'm getting a lot of intense energy. I mean, I think you're going to have a great week. And you know, now don't take anything too seriously, you know, have fun, go with the flow. And what is this week for you? Because these are the cards I got. All very powerful cards. But the one thing that's interesting is the Hierophant. It's in reverse. And I'm like, well, I don't know. That's kind of the way I interpreted that was don't take things too seriously because you might kind of spoil the fun. You know. Okay. Well, you have no clue. Okay. Well, it's going to be a big week. Um, hey, Melissa, can you come back in a week or two? Like, can you come back in a week from today and tell me if anything big happened in your life? Anyway. Um, okay. Anyway, because I mean, I know it's intense. And because when I was shuffling the deck, a couple cards popped out. It was a what was it? Well, I just remember like two cards popped out of the deck, and they were both very powerful cards. So I'm talking like Major Arcana and maybe like kings and queens. I don't remember exactly what they were. And as I put them back in the deck to shuffle more, I was thinking, power, bigness, big energy. And I thought to myself, I bet when I pull my 3 cards, they're going to be big cards. That's what I thought. And then what happens? This. That's my fucking life for you. Like, I think stuff like that, and then stuff like that happens immediately. You know? I'm just saying. And there, anyway, something big is going to happen for you this week. Because apparently you have no clue what that could be. So you don't, there's nothing in your calendar, but. Okay. So I think I might go soon. I've been live for 3 hours and 20 minutes. And, I'm getting kind of hungry. And I don't know. Getting a little hungry. And I think I just want to go eat something. You know what? I was saying earlier that I was going to have broccoli with Szechuan sauce and a bacon pepper wrap. I don't think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to make a 7-layer dip. It really aggravates me that it's called 7-layer dip, but there's not 7 layers in it. So, I mean, that's a stupid name. I love that. Before I go, let me just tell you. So there's a dip that you can make. Everybody probably knows about this, but in case you don't, let me blow your friggin' mind. So you take a metal pan, you put down a layer of cream cheese, just smear it all over the bottom of the pan. Maybe like a 1/4 inch thick. And or maybe like 1/3 of an inch thick. Lay down a layer of cream cheese. Then a good layer of salsa. I like to use really spicy salsa. Layer of salsa. And then to make it really good and really satisfying, a layer of ground beef. Just ground beef. You don't have to add taco seasoning or anything. But cook it first. Cook up some ground beef, just the way it is. No seasonings, no nothing. Add a layer of ground beef, cooked ground beef, and then a layer of shredded Mexican cheese. Let that be in the oven for like 10 or 12 minutes. Take it out. Take a spoon, mix it all together so it's all combined. Oh, I mean, it probably takes about a day off your life, but it's really good. It's really good. I don't need that day. I don't need that extra day. That day can go fuck itself. I want the tip, you know? Um, anyway. Thank you. Everyone's interesting, you know? We're all interesting. God, I'm starving. I just want to keep drinking and eating and I mean, thank you guys. You know, Eagle, thank you for coming. And if you're watching this in the future, which by the way, if you came to this in the future and literally watched me for 3.5 hours give readings and just talk, thank you so much. I think that's amazing. Um, that's flattering that somebody would think I'm interesting enough to watch for 3 hours. But I just want to say this is very therapeutic for me. And especially lately, like in the last month or so, most of the time when I go live and give readings, it's because I am so spiritually sick that I feel like I just, giving people readings, it gives me something to do. Um, I can feel like I'm helping people in a very magical way. And, you know, it helps. I don't know. It just helps me a lot. And thank God for everyone watching because if nobody came, if nobody asked me questions, then I would have nothing to do. It wouldn't be a success. So I'm very grateful to the people that ask questions because it gives me something to do. And sometimes I actually make money. Not that I mean it's nice to make money, but that is absolutely not even close to one of my main concerns. I would do this for no money too. And there are times I go live and I write that in the title it's just for free. Um, and sometimes I'll even write just to be extra sure, not accepting donations because sometimes, although I usually do that when I'm like really mentally sick, and you know, sometimes I feel like the readings that I do give are probably going to be a bit shit, and you know, I only feel comfortable charging for it if like my mind is working really good and I'm on like my A game. So, but sometimes it's just good for me to go live and just do this. Ooh. I need to go to a chiropractor. I've never been to a chiropractor in my whole life, but because I crack a lot of my own joints, like I crack like I just did, like I crack my neck, I crack my fingers, I crack my back. I can crack a lot of stuff, but I cannot crack my hips. I don't know how. I looked up a video about how to do it and I tried it, but I still couldn't crack my hip. I should probably watch that video again because I probably just didn't do it right. But my right hip, I really want like a really smart guy or woman. I just want someone really smart to like yank on my leg and make my right hip crack. Yeah, I can feel it in my bones. It's that's exactly what I need. Anyway. Okay, well, I'm gonna go. Thank you all for coming. I'm gonna go now. Let me blow out this candle. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go cook some food and probably have another cocktail. And then I think I'll probably take a nap, or I should take a nap. Um, all right, bye everyone.